the women who inspire us. That was the question today. Of course, a lot of great answers. Our Hilaria was the first out, saying that her mother or their mother was who inspired them, and a lot of people saying mothers, sisters, grandmothers, aunts. It's so wonderful to have people in our families who inspire us. I know my mother inspired me a great deal when she was still with us and continues to inspire me to this day. Brief Swagger said Betsy Ross, a very important woman from history. 5 at 37, Christina Applegate, not only a great performer, but now a health advocate and just a really strong and wonderful person. Courtney C03, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, one of the best of all time. Marlo 8, Annie Wilson. Don Miller, time 187, said, my wife inspires me. I would add that as well. My wife is an inspiration to me. JNT9, Helen Keller, also a great story and a great inspiration, and led to real change in the world. Plant Grammy, Oprah Winfrey, another highly influential woman who has done so much for herself and the world. Vicky Goddish, AJ Lee, the great AJ Lee, now your Women's Intercontinental Championship on WWE, also has a very inspirational story of where she came from and really bootstrapping herself to fame, and now she's back doing it again like she never missed a step. JLDA1, Priscilla Shearer, who is a speaker who I've seen based on basically sharing. I had to look up who that was, but very cool. I will check out more. French Whisperer, Marie Curie, of course, Kay Evans, Carol Burnett, Phil's Rose, Princess Diana, Tiggy, said Maya Angelou, and Miss Diva 65, Angela Bassett. Those are all great responses. And every single March, we honor Women's History Month with a game about the women who have helped shape the world. Welcome to Ladies' Night at Daily Trivia Live, the mobile game show where you win money from the comfort of your phone. Your brain should be saying, we can do it, as you play for today's grand prize. Have a look. That is $1,000. And everyone who can correct even if you've already been eliminated. Here is how it works for you newcomers. If you win the game today, then all the bonus SB you pick up on your journey are automatically added on top of your share of that $1,000 grand prize. If you do not win the grand prize, you can still pick up bonus SB. However, very important, you will have to claim them at the end of the game in order to keep them. Let's see what's going on. Stand by. Hold on one moment. Just want to make sure. Is this me? No, we should be. Checking one thing. I want to make sure we do not have errors here. There we go. Okay, good. All right, good. Everything looks good. We're all good here. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. We seem to be good here. Like I was saying, you do have to claim your bonus SB if you do not win the grand prize. It's all about sticking around till the end of the game and clicking that claim button that appears on your screen, okay? So I need you to do that for me. Here's another reason why you don't want to leave early. The first time you get a question wrong, as long as it's before question number 10, you can rejoin to get another shot at the grand prize. Now, there are two ways for you to rejoin. One of them is using a single SB, which is not much, but still it's something. Wouldn't you rather just use a free rejoin? Of course you would. And if you don't have any, or if you want more, click the plus sign in the top left-hand corner of the main menu anytime a game's not happening and get free rejoins by watching videos. The final reason why you stick around, why you do not leave early, is that each game we give away 5 100 SB prizes to 5 players who win and claim at least 1 SB in the game. You want proof? I got it for you. Here are the winners from yesterday's game. They've all been credited already. The 5 of them, each 100 SB richer, and that could be you. It could be you any given live game you show up to. So keep playing and claiming, because next time That winner could be you. The only way to make sure you don't win is to not show up or leave early. Think about that. All right, let's get this game started right now. Here is question number 1. Which famous Mary, known as Mary Queen of Cakes, was a judge on the Great British Baking Show? Is it Mary Berry, Mary Tyler Moore, or Mary Poppins? Mary Queen of Cakes. She's part of the reason why the show's become so popular. Her experience and knowledge as a master baker means that Mary Berry's approval must be earned and feels good when it is. Mary Berry is the Queen of Cakes, the Great British Baking Show judge. 90% of you getting that one right. Mary Tyler Moore, of course, noted for her work in American sitcoms over here and raising money for juvenile diabetes. And then Mary Poppins, a fictional character. But here is Mary Berry. Imagine she's saying absolutely delicious about something you baked. Wouldn't you feel great? Of course you would. I'll tell you who feels great right now. The over 14,400 people who are in grand prize contention. And you should all feel good because from here on out, every question you get right gets you 1 bonus SB. Let's dig into that right now with question number 2. Harriet Tubman is closely associated with which historic network? Is it the Northwest Passage, the Silk Road, or the Underground Railroad? Harriet Tubman, one of the most inspirational women in the history of the world. Harriet Tubman is one of the most important figures in American history, helping countless enslaved people find their way to freedom via the Underground Railroad. That is what she was involved in, the Underground Railroad. 97% of you getting that one right. Well done. You know your notable women and a bunch more who may not be in grand prize contention at this moment were able to pick up a bonus SB for themselves, as did all of you who got it right. All right. Let us move on now to question number 3, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. What movie tells the story of Katherine Johnson, pioneering human computer at NASA? Is it Hidden Figures, The Right Stuff, or The Martian? The story of Katherine Johnson. Such a good movie. I watch it once or twice a year. Before modern-day computers were a regular part of NASA, computers were people using math to help map trajectories and landing spots. And the movie Hidden Figures tells their story. Hidden Figures is the answer. 89% of you getting that one right. Well done. Right Stuff is also about NASA. It is about not about Katherine Johnson, but still a very good movie about astronauts. And The Martian is a fictional version of NASA in the future where Matt Damon gets stuck on Mars. By the way, here is the actual Katherine Johnson, who lived to a ripe old age. And as she said, if you lose your curiosity, you never stop looking. And then here is the fictional version played by Taraji P. Henson. Great performance in Hidden Figures. All right, let's move on to question number 4 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Louisa May Alcott is known for which novel? Is it Frankenstein, Wuthering Heights, or Little Women? Louisa May Alcott is known for which novel? Which of those did she write? It's a semi-autobiographical coming-of-age story where Jo March is standing in for the author. Its relatable themes are what keeps Little Women relevant over 150 years later. They're still making the film adaptation that was made by Greta Gerwig is so good. I was in tears watching it. I can admit that because I get emotional watching movies, and it's a very well-made one. 92% of you getting that one right, though. You are crushing the game so far. Collectively, into the 8% of you that did not get it, over 75% of those people coming back in. So we can move on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here's Q5. Billie Jean King won the Battle of the Sexes against which male tennis star? Is it Bjorn Borg, Bobby Riggs, or Francis Kovacs? Battle of the Sexes. Again, this was adapted into a film. While it may have been an exhibition, it meant something when Billie Jean King won 3 straight sets, absolutely destroying Bobby Riggs in their 1973 matchup. That is who she faced, Bobby Riggs. 56% of you getting that one right. Bjorn Borg would have been just a little bit later compared to where her career was at that time in 1973, though she was at her prime then. Bjorn Borg came just a little bit later. And here they are facing off Bobby Riggs and Billie Jean King. They're the actual people. Of the 44% of you that did not get that right, though, over 80% of you able to come back in because you're using rejoins. Almost everybody who rejoined did it for free. So that could be you. You could be using free rejoins too if you're not already. All right. Here comes question number 6, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Which host of The View won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress? Is it Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, or Sunny Hostin? Which one of them has won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress? In 1991, she became the first black woman since Hattie McDaniel in 1939 to win Best Supporting Actress. Some say Whoopi should have won Best Actress 5 years earlier for The Color Purple. I'm one of them, but I'm glad she got one. 96% of you knew Whoopi Goldberg was indeed the answer, and there she is. And she was a little girl, she dreamed of this, and then it came true. The great Whoopi Goldberg giving an all-time performance in Ghost, and another one that got nominated in The Color Purple. And there are a bunch of other great performances in there too. She had a very good career as an actor, and now she's a host and doing great with that. Let's move on to question number 7, shall we? It's worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Catherine the Great ruled over which country? Is it England, Germany, or Russia? Catherine the Great ruled over which country? She was actually born in Germany as a princess with a father who wasn't well known and wound up marrying into the Russian royal family and became its ruler. She was a ruler in Russia. 74% of you getting that one right. 24% going with England. Maybe you're thinking of Catherine of Aragon. She's not Catherine the Great. Catherine the Great is the one who ruled over Russia in the 19th century, a more recent monarch. But of the 26% of you that did not get that one right, we're going to get almost half of you back in. We're down to about 9,800 people in grand prize contention and plenty of bonus SB coming your way, including the 1 bonus SB you can get right now for correctly answering question number 8. Here we go. Ada Lovelace is famous for her early work in which field? Is it filmmaking, computer programming, or fashion design? Ada Lovelace, that may be a name that you have heard before. Do you know what the context was? She was an English countess, mathematician, and writer whose work advancing Charles Babbage's analytical engine made her the world's first computer programmer. That's right, she's a computer programming pioneer. 73% of you getting that one right. Well done. There's an Ada Lovelace Day. She's got her own day. And so smart. Imagine, do you think she even had an inkling of what computers would become? That you would have a little computer in your hand where you could play the greatest trivia game ever known? That being Daily Trivia Live that we're playing right now. And the 27% of you that did not get that, almost half of you able to rejoin. And we are on to question number 9, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, here is Q9. Who was the first lady in American history? Was it Betsy Ross, Mary Todd Lincoln, or Martha Washington? Looking for the first lady, of course, who was married to the president. Still waiting on our first gentleman. She was the woman behind the first man to occupy the office of President of the United States. And her name, as we all know, is Martha Washington. Martha Washington is the answer. 6,775 people have made it this far and are ready for our final question. But first, quick reminder that there are 2 ways to get SB from Swagbucks Daily Trivia outside of our live games. One is through the Daily Trivia Challenge, our other game mode. It's a quick, hostless version of our game you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. The other way is by clicking the More Ways to Earn button wherever you find it in the app. That is where you can install and play other games on your mobile device to earn SB. And it is also the home of the Daily Tapjoy wall. Tapjoy has a bunch of quick, easy-to-complete offers that will check Daily Discover off of your to-do list in minutes, and it's daily because you should check it every single day. Also, you want to know what's coming a little later this week? You want me to tell you it's not tomorrow, but on Thursday we do have a Name That Song game coming your way, a very popular format here. I will give you lyrics to a song, and you will tell me what song it's from. We're going to do that on Thursday. But for now, I just mentioned all these ways to earn. And we talked yesterday about the Birthday Bash Team Challenge, which marches on, and it is anyone's game. Remember I said yesterday, any team could have it, even though it seemed like one team had a huge lead? Well, we're going to check in on that in a minute, and you will see. You could be the difference maker. In the Team Challenge, you earn points for your team as you earn SB for yourself in a variety of ways, including all the ways that I mentioned about this app. Different ways to earn are worth different amounts of points to your team. If you contribute at least 500 team points before the challenge ends, which is 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on Sunday, March 8th, you will receive a gift card discount that gets bigger based on how well your team finishes. So you will get something. But if your team wins and you contribute those 500 team points at least, you will get a 300 SB discount on your next gift card. That means you can get a $5 gift card for just 200 SB. Now, I took this picture right before the game. Look how close it is. The gifting gang is in front, but they are in front by fewer than 30,000 points. Not only that, but there are fewer than 200,000 points separating them from the last place team. Look how close all these teams getting bunched up here. It could be anybody's game. You joining the team challenge at the end of this and helping propel your team to victory, you could be the catalyst to take a team from 4th place to 1st place. Yes, that's right. I see people going, oh no, we got passed up. You can take it back. You have the ability to do it. I believe in you. Check it out after the game. Click the smaller version of this image to join or to go check in on your team and get that team moving. It's all in your hands. All right, we got 7,016 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. Over 14,700 of you stuck around to the end, and I got one more bonus SB if you can correctly answer our final question. Here is question number 10. Angela Merkel spent 16 years as the chancellor of which European nation? Is it England, Germany, or Sweden? Angela Merkel. Outside of being the first female elected chancellor in her country's history, Angela Merkel helped guide Germany and the rest of Europe out of the 2008 financial crisis. Germany is the answer. 6,353 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done to you. Let's meet a few of these grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 16 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Dreaming 9090, you are a winner. Congratulations. Darren Joe 4, you are a winner. Mr. Pushy, you pushed all the right buttons, and now you are a winner. 55, Ladybug. Cat Lover 886. And one more. Who do we have? Howling Blue Moon 8. Congratulations to all of our grand prize winners and to those of you who claimed your bonus SB. Now that you have all these SB in your account, you know what to do with them. Redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Thank you for playing, everyone.